The Penrith fans rise to their feet.
Still 2 more plays left. They extend their lead here. Oh, how slick is that? Incredible hand. And Karat.
Positive news for Hamoli Olakwati. You can see him back here on the sideline. They were able to put the shoulder back in, so he will have to get assessed.
You've informed Danica, stand by. Here goes Burton, hold the phone. And he's 10 metres out. Manly scrambling on their left-hand side. That's where the Bulldogs go. Oh, the hands of Crichton. He is a marvel.
Phil Gould has delivered some sobering news to long-suffering Dogs fans.
Yeah, I don't think the club's gone backwards. I'm certain that hasn't happened. The first grade team's very vulnerable at the moment. Our roster is vulnerable. We couldn't afford the type of injuries that we've had. That's just sort of worn us down over a period of time. That's not going to change either. This year was always going to be a difficult year, and it's going to be painful for another couple of years yet. We just need to make sure this club doesn't go through this type of period again.
Serraldo
To the Bulldogs.
There's just so many people in the game willing to tell you this is a done deal. It is happening.
Why wouldn't it be out there, Reed? Why wouldn't Canterbury be confirming that?
Gus has told us that Trent has stood down. He was the one that quit today as coach of the Canterbury Bulldogs.
Look, it's the biggest story of the season, no doubt, Braith, and I think the drums started beating after the Bulldogs were rolled by Canberra. Behind the scenes, from the way I understand it, Baz was basically told either walk or you're going to be knifed. But to be really clear about it, Trent Barrett basically had a gun pointed at him and was told, you either walk or it's going to get ugly.
I said weeks ago, once Phil Gould got involved, it was dead man walk.
Well, you said it. We've been talking about this for 3 or 4 weeks. You called it.
They're courageous and they try hard, but I said before, that's not enough to win you the game in the NRL. You got to control the footy. Until we learn we cut out those individual errors that we're making and build pressure and come up with the right kick at the right time. Well, we're going to be. I sound like a broken record with the press conferences. It's the same every week.
Well, I do know that Trent Barrett coached the team this week. Trent Barrett will be the coach of the Bulldogs long after I'm gone. Long after I'm gone. He's going to be a long-term coach for the club.
I don't think it's a bad thing at all.
And all the stuff that was misrepresented and misspoken about, and most of it's so childish and agenda-driven and personal grievances, I've been dealing with pretty much for the most part of my career.
And the future of the Canterbury-Bankstown Bulldogs is now a little unclear after Dean Pay yesterday quit his role as head coach. Pay decided it was time to leave after being informed by the club they were in the market for a new coach in 2021.
I think because of all this talk about them being the family club's a fraud.
I have to admit that performance on the weekend was miserable against the Broncos.
Guys, you're on your own now.
Let's have a look at some of those names.
So all these players, now James Graham has a little asterisk, right? Because when Dean Pay walked into the club, James Graham had just been let go because of salary cap problems. The other 5 players there, 4 of whom are test players and 1 of whom played Origin last year, were all at the club, and not through Dean Pay's decision making, but through trying to get the club under the salary cap, they let those players go.
Something had to give, didn't it, Pete? Josh Reynolds is the first casualty. Luckily for Reynolds, the West Tigers were desperate for talent.
We're underway. One of the most awaited grand finals of all time. Burgess and taken by Graham.
Guided by Des Hasler, who is now aiming to become
Heading the 5 o'clock news, runaway league star Sonny Bill Williams now runs the risk of being arrested if he takes the field to play rugby union in France. The Bulldogs are set to play their first game without him. Adam, this has degenerated into all-out war.
Bulldogs and the NRL are about to serve papers at the New South Wales Supreme Court.
It goes over to wing away to Finch, then it's gone out to Crocker. Crocker loses the ball. It's picked up by Utah. That is the grand final. The last seconds are ticking away. Canterbury-Bankstown, the Sydney Bulldogs have won it in Terry Lamb's final appearance. 328 Magnificent first grade games for both the Magpies and the Bulldogs.